Early this Friday morning Eastern Daylight Time, the Canucks let go of their GM, Patrick Allvin. It's interesting because news came of his dismissal very early in the morning, Eastern Daylight Time, but also because, simply put, it was because the news had broken in Aftonbladet, sorry if I've mispronounced it, a prominent newspaper based in his homeland, which is Sweden. It's interesting because there was not really any Canadian or American sports media outlet that had broken the news. At least not a major one. Unlike with a lot of other firings of NHL team GMs. When I think of the recent firing of Brad Living. Yes, I'd first heard about that on Leafs Digest, the YouTube channel. But I looked at other news sources, and yes, Treliving had indeed been let go, had been fired. But also think of, when it comes to Canadian NHL team GMs who shouldn't feel that good about their job security, I think of, let me think here. Kevin Cheveldayoff, nicknamed Chevy. That Winnipeg Jets game at home with San Jose Sharks late on Thursday Dell time was a disaster. It was ugly. And why wouldn't it be? We have to look at at just how badly the Jets performed in front of a home crowd. A sold out game. More on that on various claims about what went wrong with the Jets via postcast put out by the Illegal Curve podcast, Winnipeg Jets themed podcast. All the co-hosts claim to have given that performance by Winnipeg Jets this. I'm not too surprised, because it was a disaster. And yeah, again, tanking and no postseason, but it's just Chevy as a GM of the Jets has been known for a long time. Has been there from basically after the move from Atlanta. So why hasn't he been let go? The Jets, just all we have to do is look at a Wikipedia article on various seasons of the second iteration of the Jets. How many playoff series have the Jets won? Well, outside of an appearance in the 2018 conference final, the Jets have won this many playoff series. That's right, this many playoff series. If I were a full-time fan of the Jets, I would be livid at saying, time to fire Chevy. When considering that other Canadian team GMs, indeed no other Canadian team GM, was appointed before January of 2022. I look at the least recently appointed, I believe it was Ken Hughes of the Habs. Yes, and Ken Holland, during the I believe it was June 2024, decided to just retire. So at least at the time, it looked like he was going to retire. Maybe spend some time with family or so. And that had even been with the Oilers having qualified for a Stanley Cup, or for a Stanley Cup final under his GM-ship. So when it comes to that, and yet even with that, it was just the Oilers and Ken Holland decided just mutually part ways. I don't think it was anything bad on him. It's kind of a mixed bag, but the Oilers got to a Stanley Cup final despite all their flaws. It just couldn't beat the Florida Panthers in 2024 or 2025. There's also the controversial appointment of Stan Bowman after his appalling oversight of complaints of sexual assault against Kyle Beach. But even so, Bowman will be judged with whether he can oversee a win of a Stanley Cup by the Oilers. I'm not sure if he will, but It may be unrealistic, but I do feel that Mr. Bowman, has still, he's going to see all right, yes, 2025, 2000, he's going to oversee a second playoff appearance. I say more in a short video about my thoughts about what the Oilers, about the upcoming Ducks Oilers playoff series, and why I see the Oilers as having a better chance of winning that playoff series than if the Oilers had needed to play the Avs. Of course, is any team, if any opponent of the Avs, going to get by the Avs? There was that discussion on TSN's Sports Center among Jay Onwright, Cameron Gaunce, and Greg Button. In my view, it's not going to be easy, but again, it's doable. We'll have to see what happens. The Winnipeg Jets, I had not automatically seen as Stanley Cup contenders last season, because the Jets had not won playoff series in consecutive seasons at any point. Number one. Number two, they had won no more than one playoff series per season of that 2018 conference final. So, do I see the Oilers as getting to a Stanley Cup final? It's possible, but it's not going to be easy. In any case, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. For more content about Canada's NHL, NBA, WNBA, NBA G League, and various national teams in different sports. With respect to the Stanley Cup and NBA postseason, NBA playoffs, going from Western East Canada, it's Oilers go, go Raps go, and go Sens go.